What is going on, all you beautiful and sexy people? This is Manufactured Opinion here, bringing you the Banner Saga, and I'm really excited to play this game. I actually just recorded a half hour of the beginning of the game and realized that record external output was not checked off on Fraps. One problem we may run into on this gameplay, and yes, everybody laugh at my expense, but one thing we may run into in this playthrough is that there is no option for gameplay volume or music volume. It's only turn it off or turn it on. So I could play with absolutely no sound or play with the music extremely loud. So what I'm going to try to do is record my commentary with Audacity and turn down the volume of the gameplay slightly in my video editing software. The only problem we may run into there is that there's no subtitles, so you may not be able to hear what the people are saying, but I'm hoping that I turn it down just enough where the music isn't so loud you can't hear me talking, but you can still understand what everybody is saying in the cutscenes. Luckily, a lot of the dialogue that goes on is text cutscenes, where you have an option of picking the text you want to say and stuff like that. So I'm hoping it's not too big of an issue, but we'll see what happens. Another issue we may run into is music copyright strikes or copyright warnings, in which case I may just have to turn off the music completely. But anyways, like I said, I've played actually maybe the first hour of the game, and I'm really excited for it. I played hundreds of hours of Final Fantasy Tactics, and then I feel like I wasn't really into strategy games until XCOM Enemy Unknown came out, and then I really got back into them again, and it got me super pumped for this game. I will not talk during the first cutscene, so I hope you enjoy it. Actually, I believe we have some text coming up here, but yeah, I'll explain at least what I understand of the combat when we get to that point. We get to a little tutorial and then a bigger battle in the first few minutes. It may be a slower playthrough. The beginning starts off slow. The story starts off slow. They don't really explain much. You got to kind of use your imagination, and then it starts to build off from there. So I'm going to shut up during this cutscene.
Að sjá dreggjan á ferli meðalborg. It has been several long months on the road. The first signs of snowfall accost us on our approach to Strand, largest of the trade cities on the Varl human borders, and our last collection before returning to the capital. Several days ago, the sun simply came to a stop in the sky. Though during these long winter days, none of us can be certain how long it has been this way. Some of the men in the caravan have taken it as a dire omen. I am not quick to superstition, but I myself will be glad to be done with this year's rounds. We have been warned by stranded travelers about brigands on the path through Ridgehorn, our road home. Our captain seems unconcerned. Perhaps he is as eager as I to be done here. We will rest here this day and inquire further when we speak to the governor.
Donuts.
Komin í höfnina miklu! Skist ég leyfa oss að syngja!
Why would you even stay there? Giant dudes with horns. Why are you even going to try to fight them? It doesn't make any sense. But this is where we get first introduced, our first introduction to combat with a little tutorial here. now that this is the third time I've done it. I'll try to explain it again. So we got our movement area here in blue, and we have to use what is called willpower to get in the yellow, which they won't explain to us in this turn. And there's a really cool element that adds another layer of strategy to this game that I'm already really liking, and that is armor, and then you have the health hit points. Now when you get to the larger enemies that have more armor, if you just try to attack them without depleting their armor, you won't do enough damage to them, or you won't do a lot of damage to their hit points here, which is what you need to deplete in order for them to fall in combat. So obviously if you have a giant enemy with a lot of hit points and a lot of armor, if you're not attacking the armor first, they'll wipe you out before you even get a chance to whittle away at that. So it is a nice layer of strategy, trying to decide whether you should go for armor, then have additional units come in and finish them off, or have that same unit try to finish them off. And then I alluded to, there's this willpower element, this star here, that we'll get to a little bit later. But as you can see right here, I can do 5 damage to the hit points, which is how much he has left. So I'll obviously just kill him now. And it just explains the strength, armor, hit points. And this is willpower right here. If I click this, I'll do an extra, so it'll move up to 6 damage to his hit points. If I did armor then did that, it would be 3. And renown is used to level up our characters, which is the sexy RPG element that I love. After taking an action, your turn ends. Next up is the enemy. Turns always alternate, even if you're outnumbered. So this explains armor a bit more. Since this guy's armor is so high, he's not going to do a lot of damage to my hit points. And then I had a reaction armor shot there. Now it's going to explain willpower. Willpower is used to move additional blocks or squares. It's also used to execute special moves, and it's used, as I showed you earlier, used to increase the amount of damage that you do. And as you can see here, I'm going to use 2 willpower to move an extra 2 squares. And then I'm going to use another willpower to execute a special move, which is a sexy ass special move, I will say. And it explains pillage here, in which case we just move in order from there on out. He rests, so he gained an additional willpower, but that was a bad move, because we have Giant Man right here. And he is now dead. Don't mess with the dudes with giant horns. It's a lesson. Oh, shut up.
That one. How did it come to this? We fool ourselves believing that peace will last. My grandfather built all this from a poor fishing village, you know. He watched the gods die, watched the chaos that followed, watched man and Varl slaughter each other, even before the dreads arose. All we've done is traded one struggle for another. Now that there are no more dreads to war against, we war against ourselves. This chieftain meant to kill me, and he's not the first. A dozen families in the city would gladly take my chair. This one had men waylaying merchants, both north and south of the city, strangling trade quite well, I would add, though he denied it to his last. This sort of wolf doesn't stop biting because the head is cut off. It just grows a new head. I am in a bad way, my friend. Help me finish this fight, and I'll gladly send you on your way with double our king's tithe. Take any men you need. They're loyal, I promise you that. They will meet you down in the proving grounds.
Alright, we got our next objective. Chapter 1, Only the Sun Has Stopped. Let's head over to the docks. Oh, wait, we got our... I love how they give us those lovely cutscenes to start off the game. Then it goes to these text boxes. I'm just going to read these at my own pace. You'll probably be able to keep up. I'm not going to read each sentence. My voice is not nearly as sexy enough to do that. Maybe if you find a sexy-ass narrator to do these, I'll let him join in on the video. But for now, I'll just read through them, make stupid comments that people probably don't care about. I'm pretty sure everything you say has an effect on one way or another on the story or an upcoming battle. Alright, let's meet Mr. Beardface at the market, at the docks. Actually, he doesn't have a beard. He's got a sweet hairstyle. I like how his little laces move. There they go. Oh, talking to an idiot. You're so witty. I think you need some help from the giant horn dude. The Varl. Oh, let's intimidate him. Looking sweet, my man. Last time I said he looked like a frog, but I'm gonna say he's looking sexy. I do care. The better you look, the better you perform. That's what I always said. Do as much shopping as you please. Shouldn't we have some sort of strategery? As good old George W. would say. Yeah, just remember my money. That's all I care about. Alright, let's head to the mead house. Mop up the rest of these bandits. Let's get this over with. If you actually select the second option that was there, do we have an approach? I actually think you fight more enemies. Not 100% sure on that, but that's what it looked like to me. Alright. So here, before the battle, we have a chance to move around our units into a better position. And he has a nifty ability, Stonewall. It blocks 3 damage per hit and adds 1 armor to allies and himself while adjacent to that ally. So I'm going to move him here. And he also has a nifty ability of increasing someone's willpower, any ally's willpower, by 2. So I want to try to keep him on the outskirts of battle, increasing others' willpower if need be. And obviously these guys are huge damage dealers. There's me in the background, Ubin. But yeah, I take these guys down the center. Stonewalling when I need to. Increasing willpower when I need to. Look at that. Already got a nice buff. Let's see. This must be the chieftain here, yeah. Who's moving next? Who's the closest? I will take this slowly because I like to think out my moves. First time I play, You don't lose allies permanently. They're just injured for a few days, which decreases the amount of damage they can do if you get into another fight while they're still injured. Decreases their willpower, decreases everything. So there still is some consequences for falling in battle. So I want to try to keep that in mind. I also, for at least this part of the story, I don't have these two guys after this battle. So I really want to try to get this guy promoted. To the best of my ability, I'll try to anyways. Shield wall and stone wall. So I'll try to keep people adjacent to me as much as possible for that stone wall bonus. I will move you up here. Let's move you here. Gonna move you here. Right, I can move you there, right? Let's move you here. Just gonna rally. You have 8 out of 6, 7 out of 5, 5 out of 3. Let's rally you. Buff you up a little bit. Alright, we have nobody in range. I could use willpower to move into his range, but we have 3 guys here. Might make more sense to do that at this point. Thug leader. Run through. Run through. I think I'll do that. Ah, shit. Looks like we can do 10 damage to this guy. I'll take that any day. So we got 7 damage on this guy. If I use some willpower, I'll be able to take him out. What do we got here, here, here? Let's go ahead and do that. Not really in the position I want to be in right now. I get a shield wall bonus there. Yeah, I'm in sort of a bad position right now. I could move this guy into his range, but with the shield wall bonus, it's not really worth it. I'm gonna go over here and increase this guy's willpower. Then I will move you. I don't really have any attack here. Got your move next. You got a shield wall bonus. 10 damage here. We do have 3 guys down here that will attack me, but may be able to take some of the heat off him. Kind of hesitant to take him out since he's blocking the squares for them to get in here. If you take a look at their movement ranges, they can't really get in, but if I kill him, they'll have a pretty clear shot at him. rest or do I kill him? Let's kill him. Might regret it. It's not really the best move strategy-wise, because he's going to move in. That's what I thought. Alright, now we can do 6 damage to this guy, though. With a 2 will bonus. Do we really want to do that? Who's next? He's next, so if I kill him, he'll be able to move into this spot. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a normal attack here. Just break his arm. Actually, no, I'll do this. Not worried about him. Move in and do some damage here. He's getting, he's getting low here. Trying to think what I can do to... I kill him. He's just gonna move into that spot. Move you here. Get the shield wall bonus. Deflect that. We're gonna take... I do 9 to both? Oh, that was awesome. Look at this. He's flailing all over the place. Alright, you're dead. And you will be dead. I'm actually gonna let... Actually, you know what? I'm gonna let him get the kill. As long as I get the promotion for him, I'm fine. Which I did. Which is good. Nobody falls in combat. Good stuff. Alright, let's head down to the docks, see who's waiting there for us. Looks like we got some Varl ships here, some donut ships, as I like to call them. Donuts on the side for some weird reason. People get hungry, I understand it, especially for donuts. Sexy mustache, my friend. It's perfect. I like how it blows in the breeze. King of Men. We got a prince on our hands. It will be an interesting road indeed. Alright, let's do, Raina suddenly settles in. You chuckle to yourself aboard what an odd day it has been. One of the governor's men at the Great Hall could find you a place to sleep. On the other hand, if you're going to join Wagner's caravan tomorrow, it might not hurt to share a drink with Hakon! Or introduce yourself to the prince they spoke so highly of. Ending the sentence in a preposition. Alright, let's go have a drink. Obviously, I need some free booze. Let's be serious. My kind of man. Invited to the governors. I'd love to know what a yox fart is. Oh, maybe I don't. Yeah, let's not drink too much. Don't want a nasty hangover. Let's go talk to that DB. Sniveling DB over here. Interesting why they don't show the woman. The woman doesn't react. Yeah, nobody likes tax collectors, dude. I hope to learn more about you. Yeah, let's take the creepiest one. He's a miserable douchebag, yep, that's what he is. I wish to learn more about you. Actually, I imagine that giant dude's voice is kind of high and squeaky, just because it doesn't fit him at all. But anyways, next episode we'll visit the Great Hall, and then we'll start our Oregon Trail out to some new adventures and maybe some new, more tricky fights. So I'll see you next episode, everybody.